Hello everybody, this is Purge here bringing you the 10th annual running of the Morphland Derby. For this first race in the Silver Cup, we have Franklin, our frontrunner, Shadowfax, Felix, Kevin Coalition, Something Racist, Zoolander, Coco Commander, Grande, Casp, and Vespa. Well, Blitz, what do you think the odds look like here for Vespa?
Well, I don't think Vespa's got too much of a shot. I mean, long shots, they always got a chance, but Vespa probably not very likely to win today.
And do you think you have any front runners that, other than of course the favorite Franklin, that you might say to keep an eye on?
Well, I've only seen him race once, but you should definitely keep an eye on Shadowfax. Kevin Coalition could definitely do some work here today, and I would say Something Racist probably has a good shot. Zoolander is probably going to run about the middle of the pack, but he's a pretty hard racer when he races most of the time. Alrighty, well we will
throw it over to our caster Blitz, and he will commentate this first race for us and tell us how it goes.
Alrighty, well we're about to run here, and right out the gate, Franklin is already ahead, no surprise there. Shadowfax following up the rear right behind Felix, and then Something Racist. The rest of the pack rounding out Kevin Coalition, Zoolander, Coco Commander, Grande, Casp, and Vespa bringing up the rear. Going into the second corner, Vespa has actually moved up to second place with Franklin still in the lead and Shadowfax running in close behind. Felix coming in a close fourth. Moving into the next corner, we've got Kevin Coalition making a big move here. He's right on the outside of Franklin, but Shadowfax is able to use that to pull ahead. Shadowfax is now in the lead going into the third corner, and he seems to be maintaining that lead with Franklin, Felix, Kevin Coalition, and Something Racist rounding out the top five. Now moving into the home stretch, we've got Zoolander trying to break around Shadowfax. He's bringing in quickly. Something Racist is coming up right behind him. What's going to happen here? Is Shadowfax going to do it? Oh, and Franklin breaks out the outside and is able to round out the first race with Something Racist, Felix, Kevin Coalition, Zoolander, Coco, Commander, Grande, and Vespa finishing out the race. So again, that race standings is in first place Franklin, no surprise there. Second place for 3 points is Shadowfax. Felix comes in third. Kevin Coalition comes in fourth. Fifth place is Something Racist. Sixth place is Zoolander. Coco Commander comes in a close sixth place. Grande comes in seventh. Cass in eighth. And Vespa in 10th. We're moving into the second race here, and we will see how this goes. Good night, love you.
Alrighty, well, they're off. Shadowfax pulling up a huge lead this time. Franklin coming in right behind him. Felix coming in third. Kevin Coalition next, and Something Racist rounding out the top five. Going into the second turn, Shadowfax is still in the lead. Felix manages to pass Franklin, who is now in third. Kevin Coalition trying to make a move on Franklin to get that fourth place spot. Zoolander and Coco Commander are right after them. Grande, Cass, and Vespa are bringing up the rear. Moving into the third corner, however, Shadowfax still manages to be in the lead. Franklin has dropped to a fourth place with Felix and Kevin Coalition ahead of him. Zoolander, Something Racist, and Grande putting up a heavy showing here. Moving into the next turn, we have Franklin just barely pulling ahead of Shadowfax. We're going into the home stretch here, and Shadowfax is running hard. He's about to make it. He's trying to pass Franklin. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. Franklin's bucks him out pretty hard, but Shadowfax is managing to pull ahead. Oh my goodness! It's an upset here as the champion actually comes in third place as Shadowfax makes a move, trips him, and he slides across the finish line in third.
Kevin Coalition coming in right behind Shadowfax, Franklin rounding out the top 3, Something Racist right behind them, then it is Zoolander, Coco, Grande, Casp, and Vespa. Moving into our third race here, and they're off. Franklin taking out an early lead, Shadowfax in third with Felix in second, Kevin Coalition rounding out the 4th place spot, and Something Racist in 5th rounding out our top 5. Moving into the second turn, we've got Zoolander, who's just trying to make his move, getting himself into 3rd place. We've got Franklin still in 1st with Shadowfax a close 2nd. Going into our 3rd turn, Shadowfax is trying to make a move on Franklin. Shadowfax manages to do it. Shadowfax is in 1st place going into the home stretch. We've got Franklin coming in close behind him and Felix right behind him. Kevin Coalition is trying to make a move around Felix to get to that 4th place spot. Get out of that 4th place spot and get into that 3rd place spot. Is he able to do it? And he's barely going to do it. We are seconds away from the finish line here with Shadowfax pulling into the lead. Franklin close behind him, and it is going to be Shadowfax who takes this next race. Shadowfax now has 2 races under his belt with a 3rd place and a 1st place for Franklin. So going into our 4th and final race, we have the points leader is Franklin. Shadowfax coming in right behind him. Then we have Kevin Coalition, then Felix, then Something Racist, then Zoolander, then Coco Commander, then Grande, then Cass, and Vespa rounding out our 5th place. Well, we're going to take a break here right before our 4th race and final race to see who is going to be able to win the cup. Purge, what do you think is going to happen here in this last race? Can we see who is mathematically eliminated, and if anybody has a shot still? Is there anybody that outside the top 3 that could maybe pull in?
Well, it looks like Vespa, Cass, and Grande are definitely out of it. Coco Commander, who is sitting in a 7th place, still has a shot if he's able to win here, and if Franklin and Shadowfax tank hard. Felix, our 3rd place runner, is doing pretty well for himself in points. Kevin Coalition and Something Racist right behind them. It's still anybody's race here, but Franklin and Shadowfax have a very good chance of winning this cup. Alrighty, well, we are moving now into our 4th race. Let's see how it goes here. And they're off. We've got Franklin coming up in, going into turn 1. We've got Franklin in the lead. Shadowfax right behind him. Zoolander in 3rd place, and Something Racist coming up in 4th. Kevin Coalition rounding out your top 5. Going into the 2nd turn, we have Shadowfax, who's barely taking the lead. Franklin is just a nose behind him, with Felix in 3rd and Kevin Coalition in 4th. Zoolander rounding out your top 5. Going into turn 3, Coco Commander is trying to make a move here. We still have Franklin in front. We have Shadowfax in 2nd. We have Kevin Coalition behind him. Zoolander taking the 4th place spot with Something Racist in 5th. Going into the 3rd turn, we have Shadowfax, the 4th turn rather, Shadowfax leading the way. Franklin right behind him. It's going to be a picture-perfect finish here. I think Shadowfax is going to be able to do it. If Shadowfax wins here, he wins the entire derby. Oh no, Franklin's coming in behind. Both of them tripping. Felix comes across. It is going to be Shadowfax getting the 3rd place credit here, with Felix coming in 1st and Franklin rounding out 3rd. We're going to have to see how these points tally here, and we will see what our analyst says when we come back. This magical announcement is brought to you by Owlbear Wild Wings. Wings Racing Gold. We're totaling up the points here, and it's gonna be close. We've got Shadowfax, who has taken the most 1st places, but he manages to get 3rd place in that last race. Oh, rather, 2nd, I'm sorry. Well, we've got the results here, and in last place is Vespa. Vespa fought really hard today, and
did the best they could, but they're just not quite as mature and strong as some of these other horses. I think the jockey's relatively inexperienced too. That jockey might be a pineapple. I'm not actually sure. Cass is finishing in 9th place. Grande in 8th. Coco Commander in 7th. Something Racist in 6th. Zoolander in 5th. Kevin Coalition in 4th. Felix in 3rd. And in the top 2, our runner-up is Franklin, which means Shadowfax takes the race. It was close. It was a well-fought battle by all the horses and contestants here today. I bet Shadowfax and his rider Thranduil are going to just be thrilled and overjoyed. We haven't seen them much, but they've won every single race they've done here at the track. It's going to make the bettors awfully happy. I don't think Shadowfax was necessarily a long shot. Anyone that's seen him race before isn't surprised that this victory is going to happen, but it was an interesting race and we're glad we could have it. Tune in later in about 2 hours to see Gold Cup run. Thank you very much for listening, and get your bets in, folks.